Last weekend's No Kings protest was a wild success, the largest mass protests across the country in the history of the United States of America. And it got under Donald Trump's skin worse than being called weird did last year during the campaign. And we know that, of course, because as everybody knows by now, Donald Trump posted that AI-generated video of him literally dumping shit on American citizens, which is a very apt metaphor for his entire administration. But it wasn't just Trump. You also had Mike Johnson, who did the rounds on the Sunday morning talk shows the day after the protests. He went out there and said these are America-hating individuals. You know, they love the terrorists, they blah, 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 blah. It was absolutely ridiculous. And of course, it was complete fabrication. These protests were peaceful. They were not violent. The cities of New York, Washington, D.C., Austin, Texas, none of them reported a single arrest of a single protester. I mean, we're talking massive cities that had massive protests. Not one person got arrested because that's how peaceful these folks were. But it gets even worse because the response from this administration didn't stop. At one point, Donald Trump, I'm assuming, directed his entire administration, every cabinet, every department, telling them, you got to go out there and you got to do something. So you even had, this is hilarious, the Department of Transportation. They posted illustrations of Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries dressed as Disney princesses with the caption, "No Kings." So we're going to throw in a little transphobia there. And the Department of Transportation. You can't tell me that Donald Trump didn't have somebody on his staff tell the rest of the department, you guys got to go out there. Johnny's getting his feelings hurt. That's how pathetic they are. But that is how deeply this got under their skin. Donald Trump, as we all know, watches the polls every day. He pays attention. Now, he lies about it when he talks about them, you know, in interviews or on Truth Social, but he knows the real numbers. He sees the real numbers. He knows that Americans overwhelmingly are rejecting him. He knows that his approval rating has fallen faster than any president in modern history, possibly in all of history. He went from a +4 at the beginning of his term to like a -20-something now. In 10 months, he has squandered all the goodwill he had, all the, like, we'll give him a second chance that some Americans had. He is underwater with his approval rating on every single issue across the board, including immigration, and all of those numbers get worse by the week. But he can lie about the numbers, right? His staff can tell him, like, well, obviously they're skewed in favor of the liberals, and it makes him feel better. What he can't lie about, however, is seeing all of these people in the streets across the country hating him. He can't justify that. He can't spin it. He can't whitewash it. So he tries to, you know, act like, oh, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. Look how much it doesn't bother me that I keep telling you it doesn't bother me. It bothers him. It bothered Fox News. Sunday, Monday, all Fox News did was talk about how the No Kings protest, it was nothing but elderly folk. And they showed the same 3 or 4 clips over and over and over and over, zoomed right in on like 4 old people. They ignored all the videos of the young people, everything, but they're trying to make Trump feel better. Like, oh, don't worry, buddy, it's just the elderly folks. No, it's everybody. Donald Trump is underwater with every single demographic. A new poll came out this past weekend showing that he's now underwater, losing support, I should say, with white men. That was his biggest stronghold. Across the board, every demographic hates him more today than they did when he took office. But again, he can lie to himself about the polls, but he can't lie to himself about those people in the streets. And that is where the real power lies. Thanks for watching, everybody, and if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.